Oh, great. So now we are live, so we can start. My name is Olalekan Adeyanju. So this is another success case section where we talk about this journey of how to, get a relocation opportunity to Canada with VanHack. And today we have Temitope Omotunde with me. So he'll be sharing with us his journey with us. And we're going to get started right away. So quickly, Temitope, please can you just introduce yourself, tell us about your background, so that those that are listening, those that will be watching later, we get to know you better.
My name is Temitope Omotunde. Been a developer for 10 years. Um, Started doing back-end work, mainly back-end work, and went into full stack. Worked
Okay.
with a company called Afrinoli, then moved to a company called By Power. Then my
Okay.
last company before joining VanHack, I worked for a company called Andela.
Okay.
And then I decided that I wanted to find a job that will relocate me to Canada, and that's what brought me across to VanHack.
Oh, interesting. That's lovely. So, how did you get to know about VanHack? Did you just use Google to search relocation jobs and Google brought it to VanHack, or
No,
did you
no.
hear from a friend or something?
I think I heard about VanHack more than 5 years, like 5 years ago or something.
Wow.
Like I
Wow.
just
Wow.
registered there. I just registered there then, but I wasn't I wasn't
Oh,
interested in relocating at that time, but it had always been on my
okay.
mind. But I think in the past 2 years, I've seen
Yeah.
one or two engineers from where I used to work, and they move
Oh,
over to Canada
move.
on Banach. And
Wow.
so when I was looking for that opportunity, I just came straight to Banach, um,
VanHack.
and then tried the platform again.
Okay, that's lovely. I think many of us we don't want to do some things until we see other people do it. When you hear other people's success story, other people succeeding in things, and we want to like, okay, let me give it a try. That's lovely. So, in terms of looking at your the selection process overall, VAC process, what can you say about it? How smooth was it? How do you feel about the whole experience from applying and all that? Is it just that the day you register? You took that yes, the day you got the job. So I want to hear you, want to know how the
Okay,
experience
so
like.
basically, the day I came back again, like serious with it,
Yeah,
I'm somebody that likes knowing what I want to get to before I go through. So I did a little bit of research. So the first
okay,
thing I did was like my profile there, cleaned it up, everything. And then I did all
fantastic.
the tests that I could do
Yeah. Wow.
of all the languages, cleared all those ones that I knew that was relevant to my own skills and
So
everything.
far.
And then I joined the job fair that they had.
Okay.
I don't know whether, and funny
That's a
enough,
virtual hiring event.
yes, yes, the virtual senior engineer events. So I
Yeah.
joined that. Um, Funny enough, the company I work now with,
Yeah.
where they actually came to the fair, but they saw my profile like an hour before the fair and reached out to me
Great.
even before. So I met my present manager now. His name is Daniel.
Great.
I met him before the fair, so we hit it off immediately.
Great.
We
Great.
we we did like a brief interview background and everything. So when I was coming into the fair proper, I had met small
Mm,
companies, but immediately I finished the fair, they reached out to me again for the second
okay.
level of interview,
Okay.
where I met somebody from their recruitment again. And then I had like a technical take home interview, like
Okay.
coding interview.
Good. Okay.
It wasn't a algorithm interview. It was like
Okay. Like a
build
project
this,
base, right?
yeah, project based, and
Okay.
then I had to explain that project to like four of the
Wow.
senior. people there, director, engineering director, senior engineers, and they reached out. They were eager to like get the process fast. So that's something I liked about them. They didn't want to waste
Oh,
time. Different companies
that's
have their
good.
different ways of doing things, but this company really
Yes, yes.
took their
You're very
time. And
correct.
um, after I did that, they reached out to me in a matter of 2 days again that have passed.
Wow, wow.
And so that's how that one went through. So I was doing like two other interviews too from the tech
Okay,
job this thing, but they were my number
okay,
one. Like
okay.
they were
From
my number
VanHack
one.
as well, right? From
Yeah, from
VanHack as
VanHack.
well.
I got
Okay.
them on doing a job fair too. So they reached out
So
to me
that's
doing a job fair. But that first
okay.
one really stood with me, and that
So
was
it's
when
love
they
at
gave me.
first sight. It was love at first
Yeah,
sight for you.
yeah, yeah. It was. I will tell you that it was because and I think it was the same thing too for them. For me, they really liked my personality and everything, and so
That's love.
they reached out to me and they offered me
Yeah.
um a contract or employment or whatever you call it, and
Did
that's
you
this.
get that by mail or through a call? How did you get the offer? How was it sent to you?
They called so you have a call to talk about the offer
Okay.
before they actually send it. What is in it?
Oh, great,
How
great,
much? What
great.
they do to involve? What's they are planning for relocation? What's thing was before they actually send it to you in paper form, so that any disagreement you have, you can talk it out before they
Wow,
actually put pen to paper.
that's lovely. So how do you feel when you got your offer, like Canada at last? Finally, I'm moving. What was
Yeah,
it like? I
yeah.
feel, well, how did you
I,
feel about it? What kind of experience?
I was excited. I think what was exciting, very exciting for me was the people I met. Like
Oh, great.
they're really, really good people. So for me, it wasn't only about just relocating. It was relocating with the right company,
Right. Company.
with the right
Yeah.
set of people. And so when they offered me, I just told the others no. I just immediately ended the others
Oh,
and got
that'll
that.
be okay. That's
And
cool. That's cool. That's lovely. So why Canada? Why not US, England,
uh,
UK?
I think everybody has their own preference or
Yeah,
anything. For me, I have a family. Um,
great.
I have two kids, two boys.
Oh,
So
no,
for
wonderful,
me, I
wonderful.
wanted, and I knew the life I had in Nigeria. I was fine. It was because I was
In
working
top company as
remotely
well.
for a company in
Okay.
Florida,
Okay.
through Andela. So it was fine. So I didn't want a step down. I wasn't coming here to start again. So I looked at
Exactly.
the country that would pay me like very well to at least
Very
maintain my
well.
lifestyle and not start
Okay.
again. Uh, you understand?
Yeah,
And
I think
so
that's one of the fear many people have about relocating. They feel they might not really live to the standard they're living in their in a local country, you know. And I think your
yeah,
case
yeah,
was quite
it's if I was single, you could take risk.
yeah,
You could take risk or anything. But as a
yeah,
family,
yeah. It's true.
with
It's
children,
true.
you don't want to take risk.
Right.
And when I looked at everything,
Agree with you. Yeah, perfectly.
Canada seemed to be the best for me. And one unique thing about my own case was that they offered remote anywhere in Ontario.
Oh,
So
wonderful.
so it wasn't
So
like if I was going to the office, and it wasn't like if I was the only one going to be remote. Everybody was remote.
wow,
Everybody was
wow.
remote. So
But
I just
you
needed
go
to
to
visit.
office once a while,
No,
right?
no.
There's no remote.
I
There's no
the
office
only
setting at
there is a co-working space if
wow,
you,
wow.
but
If you
everybody
can to
lives all over Canada, all over Canada.
wow,
Like
wow,
I have
wow.
not seen my director of
Your
engineering before.
colleague,
My
I think
colleagues,
there should be a kind of team body
I met
happening maybe
them,
before the
I met them Christmas for the Christmas
Oh,
party.
wonderful,
This time I was
wonderful.
seeing them. So it was um that was because I was already used to working from home in Nigeria. I worked
Yes,
for the
yes.
past 3 years or 4 years from home in Nigeria.
Remotely.
So I didn't want that
Yeah.
change at all. Going to an office was not in my in my
It was not the same
this.
agenda. I can
So
imagine.
so that was how that went. That
So
was why that
wonderful.
decision was this, and even the decision of not being forced to stay in a city. I lived in
Yes.
Abuja. I lived in Abuja in Nigeria. I moved
Oh,
to Abuja
really? Wow.
maybe like
I
three
just heard
years ago.
relocation.
I lived all my life in Lagos until
Oh,
3 or 4
really?
years ago when I moved to Abuja,
Wow.
and since then I
Well,
don't want to leave that.
Andela was in Lagos. Andela is in Lagos, right?
Yes, they were in Lagos. I was
What?
the last. I was the last engineer before COVID shut down.
Wow. Wow.
So by that time, they already decided that everybody should be remote. So I just went
Okay.
to the office to collect my things, my
The two.
laptop, my tools, and go went back to Abuja. So
Wow.
I've been working from home. They don't have any office again. Andela doesn't have any office again. Everybody's remote now.
Yeah, I heard that.
So so I don't I decided I don't want that Lagos lifestyle again. So choosing where I would stay here was very important to me. So even though
Yes.
the co-working space is in Toronto, I don't stay in
Okay.
Toronto. I stay like 1.5 hours away from Toronto in
I
Kitchener.
will
So I had the
to
freedom to choose, and I chose
choose.
something like was similar to that Abuja experience.
Yeah, that's lovely. That's lovely. Quickly, let's talk about the visa and relocation process. Okay, how did it go? What help did VanHack give to you? I would like you to
I,
share with us.
I think Banak really helped. I think that apart from getting the job, that process is where Banak shines because they have like a
Wonderful.
consultant, but I think the way the consultant work makes sense in the sense
Oh,
that
great.
you are not it's not hiding things from you, like feeling it and you are just waiting like that. You are the one going to
Mhm.
when you're opening it, you're opening it together. It's giving you the list of
Yeah.
documents from there. You go and look for it, you are putting it together. So you actually know the process. It's not like if somebody
What's
is doing
going
it
on?
somewhere.
You are involved,
Yeah, you are
you know.
involved. You can even, it's not that yeah, but you are the one that opened the account. You're actually going to be the one opening the account, logging in
Good.
and everything. So
Yes.
the consultant is just there to like check your documents, tell you these documents that you need,
Yeah.
and then on the day you are going to put it in, you check everything, make sure everything is on. I think I like that way instead of the hidden consultant
Consultant
somewhere where
just
you
doing
don't
it for you.
yeah, you don't know whether I feel the right thing or the wrong thing or this thing.
No.
Yeah, so I think, and it really helped because I could monitor things myself. I knew when the
Hmm.
process was. I knew when everything was. I was so when IRCC sent message.
How long did it take? What's the duration?
So the company had to get the LMIA first. So that one was
Yeah.
not in my hand. But from the period of um, filling the visa forms and everything on the platform and submitting to when I got maybe like 2.5 to 3 months. Two and a half to
Okay.
3 months. Yeah,
That's
two
lovely.
and a half to three
That's
months.
that's good.
It
So
delayed a
you're
little bit.
working remotely at that point.
Yes, yes. I
Oh,
had worked, and I think that that's another thing that helps.
yeah.
Because you have been working remotely, you are not under pressure when you move to
Yeah.
because
I
you
agree.
already know your colleagues,
Exactly.
they already know your skills, they already know that you are one of the
Yeah.
team. Already, so it's not
Exactly.
like if you are coming to a country, they now have to evaluate you, whether it will work or
Evaluate.
not.
Yeah. You're right.
So
You're right.
I really liked that process of working
The
remotely. So
process. I
when
think
I met,
majority of our clients are also doing the same now. They will want you to start remote and they now relocate you because it's help you to to give you a soft landing. I think.
yes, yes. So
Yeah.
you are not thinking of when you are moving, you're only thinking of relocating, not that, oh, I need
Exactly. Not to
to
get of the job.
job, like the job. I need to show these people that I can do this thing. No,
I
you've
can
already
do
done
this.
that. You're already
Exactly.
one of the guys. Yeah, you're already one
Exactly.
of them. So it's just that you were in in Nigeria. Now
In
you're
Nigeria, yeah.
now
We
in
are
Canada.
moving.
That's
I
just
agree with you. That's a good one. Your journey will be smooth. You feel relaxed with your family and all. Wonderful, wonderful. It's been an amazing story to hear about that. And do you know about our academy? You know,
yeah. I think is that not the academy where you have so many trainings,
yes, yeah, with
Zoom.
games,
Yeah,
sport.
I attended like a lot of them that I could because I was still working. So I attended,
Yeah.
and
Mm.
that was where I saw met other Nigerians too, who
Oh,
were
wonderful.
applying like me and this thing. So yeah, I think it makes sense. I learned a lot of things about Canadian company, what they are looking for,
Exactly.
what they get. So for me, it was worth paying. I think that's the
Yes,
side of things that you pay for. So I actually paid for that and I
oh,
attended as many sessions as I could. And I can tell
yeah,
it that it's worth it.
it's worth it. Thank you. Yeah, no, we try to do that because we know a lot of people are not really exposed to the international scene, even though they are very good, but they don't have the right information. They don't know how best to present their profile, the English and all that, English verification and all that we do. But it's good that you are a member of that, and we always advocate that. If you go to our website, you always see the Premium Academy where you can register and get to know more
Yeah.
about all these things. It's wonderful. I'm really, really excited. And how has it been with family life? Hope everything is going smoothly
Uh,
in
uh,
Canada.
everything is fine. It's as I would tell anybody, research before you come. That's not VanHack's job to research for you. It's your job to
Exactly.
research for yourself. So research,
Exactly.
look at the area you want to live in, look at how much it will cost, look at
Exactly.
everything. So since I already made up my mind I was coming to Kitchener, I did all the research on the area, did
Oh, that's
everything.
great.
And thank God everything worked out well. I
Well,
landed in an Airbnb and started looking for a house
wow.
to stay in. And in a matter of 2 weeks, I already found one and we moved in.
Wonderful.
Um,
Wonderful.
and so but one thing I would tell everybody: save as much as you can before coming.
Yeah. Yeah.
Save as much as you can. It really you don't, and I think that's one advantage of starting work for the company before you come. They can pay
Mm,
you.
mm.
They can pay you.
It's true.
Yeah.
Can be to save enough so that when
But
you get
one of the things I did, and this is for Nigerians, is
there.
because
Okay.
it's difficult to once your money enters Nigeria, it's difficult to get it out.
Mm,
So I told them the
okay.
last 2 months before I came
Okay.
that they shouldn't pay me.
Okay. Oh, wonderful.
So this
Wonderful.
is something that somebody told me too, an Indian colleague of mine who came in through Vanak
Wow.
told me. So
Wow.
you
Wow.
you tell the company to stop paying you for 2, 3 months, and then when you
Okay.
tell them once you open your Canadian accounts, just tell them
Will
to pay
not pay.
everything inside. They now pay you. That
I'll
way
pay.
you don't have to think. It doesn't have to enter Nigeria and come out. You just have your money
Uh,
there and this thing.
yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. I like that. I appreciate you for sharing that information. So I've heard of different Chinese people in Africa. I know VanHack we recruit globally from the South American region, Europe, and the
Yes.
likes. But I know you must have heard of Nigerians that are still there trying to doubt even if VanHack is even real, or are they really, and some of them, and you can't really blame them, probably because they've tried to apply several times and they don't know what is actually working. So I'd like you to just share one or two tips you can give to
Uh,
fellow developers
uh,
like you in Africa and Nigeria on how what they can do to get that recognition and the opportunity they're
I
looking
think
for in
I
Canada.
think I think the world has become like a global market for tech talents. But as I tell people, good tech talents. You have to be good. You cannot just be starting and start and come to VanHack and say, "Oh, I'm
Mm.
starting. I started coding yesterday," and then jump on VanHack and
Okay.
you're looking for a job. You have to be good,
Okay.
meaning that you have to have experience. You have to have the requisite skill, and
Mm.
then come to VanHack and do everything possible in your own strengths. So do all the coding, work coding test for each language, do everything.
Mm.
Um, prepare yourself. I think that's the key. Prepare yourself.
Mm.
You don't
There is some.
you don't. It's not rocket science.
Yes.
It's not oh, they are trying to cheat me. They are trying not to cheat me. They are trying to do this one. They are trying to do this. It's about, oh, I have the skills. There are a platform
Yeah.
that can get me in front of the companies to even
Yeah.
show my skill. And
Mm.
the third thing I would say is, and I think almost every engineer, interviewing is different from that. You know the work. Yes, you know the
Mm.
work is going to get, but interviewing is a skill you need, and that's where I think
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
premium academy works. Because
It
I at
works.
least
Yeah.
I remember that I attended two or three where they talk about, okay, what they are looking in your CV, what Canadian companies are
Yes.
looking for in your CV, what's
Yeah.
what their mindset is different from the way
Mm.
Nigerian
Nigeria thing.
employers think. And so if you
Yes.
don't, those are the things you need to know to
Mm.
like get successful on this platform. It's not
Uh,
be it's both your coding skills and also your interviewing skills. And some of these interview skills is
exactly.
not culturally something that we have. Culturally, our
Mm.
mindset is different. Culturally, our
You're
employers are
right.
different. Culturally,
You're right.
so until you have that and you change your mindset, the way you answer some questions, the way um, Canadian companies are more interested in human character, like in
Mm.
your nature, instead of just your. So you can be good, but if they have any
Mm.
notion when they are interviewing you about any
Yeah.
bad, you are impatient, you are doing that, they would.
Mm. Mm.
So they take their time, and that's something I would say. You
Mm.
have to be patient. You are the one looking for work, so
Exactly.
you have to be patient with the
Exactly.
company. You can't,
Exactly.
you can't
Exactly.
demand. You have to be patient.
Yeah. I agree with you. Okay, thank you very, very much, Temitope. It has been a wonderful session with you, and I appreciate the time you've given us. So at
Thank
this
you very much.
point, I would like to end this session and wish you all the best in Canada,
Thank you
better
very much.
heights, career-wise, more promotion, and enjoy the period with your family and your children.
Thank you very much.
All
Thank
right,
you very
thank
much.
you.
Yeah.
Nice meeting you. Enjoy the rest of
Nice
the day.
meeting you, man.
Cheers.
Take care. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.